I knew I'd love you forever, but forever was never on your mind. You're out with another one, drunk and running wild, and I'm left all alone to cry. I knew you didn't love me right from the start. I knew in the end you'd only break my heart. But here I sit at home, knowing that you're gone, and I'm left all alone to cry. For a time you told me that your heart was only mine. For a time I believed your lies. I couldn't make you love me, God knows how I tried. Now I'm left all alone to cry. I knew you didn't love me right from the start. I knew in the end you'd only break my heart. But here I sit at home, knowing that you're gone, and I'm left all alone to cry. I knew you were the life of the party when we met. I thought that would mellow in time. Someday you'll look back at all you've wasted in this life, then you'll be all alone to cry. I knew you didn't love me right from the start. I knew in the end you'd only break my heart. But here I sit at home, knowing that you're gone, and I'm left all alone to cry. Yes, here I sit at home, I know that you're gone, and I'm left all alone to cry.
All right, welcome in. It is episode number 32, featuring myself, Boston Chris. This is Tunesday Tuesday, and we have a phenomenal bluegrass artist with us tonight as our special guest, and that is Mr. Dreyden Gordon. Will be joining us momentarily. You just heard his song, All Alone to Cry, and we're going to be chatting with him for a few minutes tonight about his current song and a bunch of other stuff as well. Thank you for the 80-month resub, Unexpected Acorn. Appreciate it. We are live on Twitch and Facebook, so thank you guys for joining us if you are live. Remember, you can request a song if you'd like to hear something specific. Just make sure it's not offensive or hateful in any way, and we will play it. Just type the name of the song and the artist of the song in your chat, and we will get to that momentarily as well. If you are watching on YouTube or Spotify, that means you are watching the replay of this in the future. And if you would like to hear this in its entirety with all the music included, there will be a link in your description below for the episode 32 recap featuring Dreyden Gordon. And without any further ado, guys, we're going to get into it with Mr. Dreyden right now. To chat with him about his current single, which is an old bluegrass standard called Sunny Side of the Mountain. Let's get into it with Dreyden. Dreyden, how are you tonight, my friend?
I am wonderful. It's great to be live with you today on the Boston Chris Show. I've been looking forward to this for some time. Glad to be on here and visiting with you, my friend.
Yeah, same, man. Well, this has been, so I usually schedule these about 60 days out. Just to make sure that we have, guests to fill the spot. So, yeah, it has been a minute since we've been scheduled. So, I appreciate you doing the show tonight, man.
Absolutely tickled pink to be here.
So, where are you from, man? I got to know.
Well, I'm from eastern Kentucky, the hills of Appalachia.
It does not surprise me. From what I'm hearing. And so are you basically based out of Nashville now?
No, I'm still based out of Eastern Kentucky. I have a lot of ties to Nashville. I spend a lot of time there. The record label that I'm on, Nashville Entertainment Weekly Records, is based out of Nashville, and I have a lot of affiliates and ties and things down there. But I still call Eastern Kentucky home, and proud to do so. It's there's no place like home, you know.
And so you're basically, you're a bluegrass artist, right? Is that how you
Yes,
would
sir.
self-describe yourself?
Absolutely.
So, that's what the influences are out there in Appalachia, right? So, talk about growing up in that area and kind of being introduced to music.
Absolutely. Well, you know, the first time that I was introduced to music, I was probably not even able to walk. Up the road from where I grew up in Eastern Kentucky, in the area which I still live, was a little community center, and they had live concerts every Saturday night through the winter and the fall months and the spring. And the family would all go up there, and we'd enjoy. We'd partake in the bluegrass music, you know. And around the age of 2, I took an interest in dancing, believe it or not. Clogging,
Okay.
which is an Appalachian form of dancing for those listening that maybe aren't exactly familiar. Google it. I'm not going to do any here tonight, but Google it. Uh,
Oh, God dang it.
and so that's really where the roots started out. And I danced on stage with several different groups and was even in a dancing group, but got to know a man by the name of Melvin Goins. Melvin was a bluegrass pioneer from West Virginia and Eastern Kentucky, and really had been in the business since the very beginning of bluegrass. Melvin worked with the Stanley Brothers, the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers, and then he and his brother had a career, and then he solo had a career. But nonetheless, I got to know him, and around the age of 7, I started singing on stage and singing in Melvin's show, actually.
Wow.
Here and there as we had the opportunity. Like I said, I was 7. I didn't necessarily go full-fledged on the road, but when there were shows happening locally, I had the opportunity to get up there and sing. And about the age of 11, I believe it was, I taught myself to play guitar, and as they say, the rest is history, whether it's good or bad.
So, did you ever have to deal with the stage fright? Because I feel like a lot of times when you start young, you don't have to worry about that because you're essentially a natural ham, right?
That's kind of what I feel like. I don't get nervous before a show, but I guess maybe just a little bit on edge. I want to do a good job, and I think just about every performer, no matter how big they get, really still feels that, because you want to be able to connect with that audience. You want to be able to have that connection, and you want them to be able to feel what you're feeling in that moment while you're trying to express it.
Yeah, if you're not dealing with nerves, then you're probably in the wrong business, right? So
Exactly. I mean, I'm not up there shaking in the boots or scared to go on stage. I mean, I can walk out there in front of a big audience and talk to them like I'm sitting here in the living room talking to you right now,
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, no matter what interview it is or what artist it is that I get to chat with, I get a little bit nervous every day, that everything's going to go okay. And I just don't want to make mistakes, you know what I mean? That's basically the brunt of that. One thing I wanted to chat with you about, I didn't actually know where you were from. I kind of guessed it was probably West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, somewhere in there.
Yes, sir.
So it doesn't surprise me. But like the advent of what I call kind of like country bluegrass, right? The middle road, right down the center of that, like the Sierra Farrell kind of music that is just popping off today. What do you think of that kind of that kind of combination of almost like a genre combination?
Well, it's not the same thing that I do, but I think it's absolutely wonderful. It's drawn so many new listeners into the genre of
Agreed.
bluegrass and into the world of bluegrass that otherwise wouldn't have ever gave it a chance or ever even heard of it. So I think Sierra, Billy Strings, all those guys are doing such a wonderful job at promoting this genre, this bluegrass music.
Yeah, and I think it's becoming more mainstream because of that, right? And like that
Absolutely,
roots style music.
We're seeing a new generation in the bluegrass business, and in not just the business, but I mean in the fans and the audience.
Sure.
Whereas it's predominantly been an older audience. We're really tickled as some of those people are getting a little older, or maybe even dying off. We're tickled to see some new faces, some young faces coming in there, and just being eat up with it. They absolutely love it. The same as it would be if it was country or pop or whatever it is.
And I think that's important in the business side of that. You just made a really good point, right? With not just bluegrass and roots music, but also traditional country, Americana. That's going to be an older audience for the most part. And as they die off, we don't want the genre to die off either. So
exactly.
It's good to see younger artists like yourself that are doing the music, but also bringing in new young listeners to the music as well.
It all comes in waves.
Yeah, I agree. Good point, man. Really, really good point. I hadn't thought of it that way, and it's definitely true. So you guys are bringing in new listeners to all of these genres, and that's cool. So as an Eastern Kentucky boy, what is what's the venues like out there? Like, what are you playing in that area locally?
Well, there are some wonderful places around here. There really are. I don't get the opportunity to work near home all the time. We work a lot of the road dates. I do about 14, 15 different states on a regular basis, and anywhere from Texas to Michigan, really, Florida and beyond. So had the chance to go down and work a few shows in the Bahamas earlier this year.
That's amazing, dude.
Music. Now that was quite the experience, but it was a good time. But there's a lot of the things that I do are I'm still playing the same bluegrass music that I've always played, but I'm doing it to a country audience because I think that there's so much of a connection between that. Of course, we're still doing the bluegrass festivals. We've got some great bluegrass festivals here in Eastern Kentucky. For folks that don't know, that's like a 3, 4, 5 day festival. That, it's got 6, 7, 8 bands each day. Some of the old timers, some of the newcomers. Just a great blend, a great mix.
And that's a big thing in the bluegrass genre too. Those multi-day festivals that are all over the Southeast and Midwest. I guess it's Midwest. I don't know. I guess probably no. What would like Tennessee and Alabama? I don't know. We'll just call it Southeast.
Well, we consider ourselves Southern, but that's up for dispute sometimes. Depends on where I go.
Yeah. Have you thought about going out to Europe? Because I know bluegrass is huge in Europe.
I've had some interest in it. We don't have anything planned at this time, but I have had some interest. I've been fortunate to make a lot of contacts over in that area and been able to, I see a lot of people that's streaming the music or even buying physical merchandise from me. I'm shipping it to Europe, whether it be Germany or Spain or, Italy or the UK, different places in there. And I've been fortunate to have a lot of good reaction as far as airplay goes.
Yeah.
Over in those neighborhoods.
It's huge out there, man. It is absolutely huge. Purple Holes have been on my show a few times, and they make a living out there in Europe, man. Holy
Wonderful.
Crap. Yeah.
I've heard of them. We've not crossed paths, but I do know who they are.
Yeah, they are amazing. Anyway, so are you writing music as well in the genre? Because I know the new single is kind of an old standard, so I had to ask about the songwriting.
I've got a couple of. I believe I've got a newer single than the one that you've got right now.
Okay.
Which is one that I wrote recently. Okay. I don't know if you've got that one or not, but it's one called "All Alone to Cry."
Okay, so I actually played that one to start off the show. So that was
where I was in the waiting room. I couldn't hear what you was playing.
Yeah, that's exactly what we played.
Okay,
yes.
so that's the new single. That's one that I did write.
Okay, great.
And previous to that, we've got some other things that I have wrote and things I haven't wrote. I love to do a mix of the new and a mix of the old because I still love so much of that old stuff, and that's what I grew up on, and that's what I absolutely just adhere to when it comes to the influences in my music.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of folks, when they listen to the new stuff we're doing, they hear some of the influences of the old, but hopefully they hear a twist of the new in there too.
I was going to say, are you putting a modern twist in your songwriting? Because obviously it's such a traditional genre that you want to stay grounded in your roots, but there should be a modern twist to it, right? So how are you keeping things fresh?
Well, we're trying to keep things as relevant, as current as possible with, just enough to stay relevant, I guess. But I think a lot of folks really connect with that traditional side of it, whether it be in the instrumentation or the lyrics or the vocals or whatever. So we're changing just enough of it to still be traditional. I like to tell everybody it's tradition with a twist.
Yeah, I love that. And as an instrumentalist, are you strictly guitar, or what else do you play?
Well, primarily on stage, I play guitar. I can hum-haw around on a couple other things, but nothing nobody'd want to hear,
Yeah, because man, that's the great thing about bluegrass too, is you guys use a lot of different instruments with your music. Like I've heard, obviously strings is predominant in bluegrass, but I've heard the horns in there from time to time. And
every once in a while, I've got a friend, Gerald McCormick. His family band, the McCormick Brothers, were the first bluegrass band to record with a brass section.
Let's go. Yeah, see, like I said, I've heard it, and I love to see unique, right? That's really important
Absolutely.
in music. Let's talk a little bit about the songs that we're going to be featuring today. We got one from Dreyden, obviously, but he also picked a song of the week. As you guys know, we do that every single week. And the one that he picked is called Let All the Girls Know You're a Cowboy, and this is by the Kody Norris Show. Tell us why you picked this song, man.
Man, I tell you, I love that group, that band. Every one of them, I'd consider them great friends. They're doing a lot of big things and really cutting a big wave, and just tickled to death for all their success. They've been on the Opry, I don't know how many times, and they're keeping a very full schedule both in the United States and abroad. But I just think that's a really fun song that I picked. It's a song that I believe they got from somebody else, but I think it's a really fun song.
So I blind react the pick of the week every week. So I have not heard the song. I know the Kody Norris Show. I've heard different songs by them, obviously, but have not heard this one. So we will be blind reacting to that. The current song that we're going to be featuring of yours is not the new single, but it is the single prior to that. It's Sunny Side of the Mountain. So why did you choose this for a single? Because it is an old standard.
It is an old song. I wanted people to realize that I wasn't trying to get away from anything too far, that I was still trying to stay true to my roots. And that's just a song that it's been one that I've been singing since I could talk just about, just a fun song to sing.
So if people are just hearing about you for the first time before we get into the music, where can they follow along with everything you got going on, man?
Absolutely, you can find me on all of the social media outlets, Dreyden.official, Dreyden.official, or Dreyden.official, Dreyden official. Some of them don't let us put the dot in there, so dot or no dot, we're on all the social media websites. If I'm not on it, you don't need to be on it either. Talking about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or X, I guess they call it now, TikTok, YouTube, everything and anything in between, you should be able to find us on there, Dreyden.official. Of course, on all the streaming outlets at Dreyden Gordon, just look for me on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, iTunes, all that good stuff above and beyond, a lot more than what I just mentioned. So be sure and find us. We should be on your favorite streaming platform too.
And if people see your name on a bill somewhere and they want to go in and see you live, what can they expect?
Well, we're going to do our best to treat everybody right and just have a good old down-home, traditional, good old time, Eastern Kentucky style. And high energy and lots of moving parts, lots of fun. That's what we're going to do, all right? Good family-friendly show.
Dreyden, I appreciate you coming on tonight, man. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little while. Open invite anytime you want to come back. And
thank you so much.
I appreciate you, man. We're going to get into the music, and I'll catch you down the road, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for playing my music. Thanks for what you do for the music business. Have a good one. God bless.
You have a good one, man. All right, guys. We are going to get into the music momentarily. I just want to remind everybody that's watching on YouTube and Spotify, thank you guys for tuning into the podcast version of this. If you would like to see the entire recap that includes the music that we are about to play live, you can click the link in the description below for the entire episode 32 recap. If you are watching this in our subscriber hub, thank you so much. You're getting to see this mad early. I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. But without further ado, guys, we are going to get into the music. And the first song tonight, as we were just talking about, is from our special guest, Mr. Dreyden Gordon. Here is Sunny Side of the Mountain.
Before I'm going far away, I'll be waiting on the hillside for the day you will call. On the sunny side of the mountain where those rippling waters fall. recorded many years ago. Don't forget all those promises you gave me, and so I'll be waiting on the hillside for the day you should call. On the sunny side of the mountain where those rippling waters fall. Please tell me, darling, in your letters, do you ever think of me? Won't you answer, little darling, tell me where you could be? For it's been so long, dear, since I've seen you, but my love still lingers on. Don't forget me, little darling, though our love affair seems gone. I'm on that sunny side of the mountain where those rippling waters fall.
I moved out west in 1967. Left Milwaukee and my family's home. I made my rounds in suits from J.C. Penney, and every night I went home alone. It didn't take me long to learn the scoreboard. Justin Boots replaced my Tom McCanns. Shiny Gabardine give way to denim, and a Stetson with a silver concho band. You gotta let all the girls know you're a cowboy. Let them know there's nothing you can't ride. They don't want some tenderfoot, can't feel the saddle. You gotta rope along and never break your stride. Taught me about old Willie and the rest. And when those spurs of mine started scratching, you ought to hear the ladies sigh with happiness. Well, now I'm living high, wild, and handsome. There ain't a woman around, don't know my name. And when I die, just put upon my tombstone a feeling never left I couldn't tame. You gotta let all the girls know you're a cowboy. You can't ride. They don't want some tenderfoot, can't feel the saddle. You gotta rope along and never break your stride. Some tenderfoot can't feel the saddle. You gotta rope along and never break your stride. You gotta rope along and never break your stride.
So this is Toronto band The Beaches, who have won 2 Juno Awards. They've had 7 top 5 singles. They've opened for the Rolling Stones and the Foo Fighters, and they count Elton John as a fan. That's right, Elton John follows them. All that, and they are still in their mid-20s. Now, their next few singles will surprise fans with their distinctly indie pop direction, and yet within their lyrics is a theme not uncommon to musicians or anyone in the music industry: perpetual adolescence, or as lead vocalist bassist Jordan Miller refers to it as arrested development. We are super excited to feature on Tunesday Tuesday for the very first time the song Touch Myself by The Beaches.
no batteries, cause the straps in the trash with my self-esteem up. And I know I could have someone else in the shower, but she wakes up. But I'm scared to even touch myself, cause when I do, I think of you. You're the best thing that I ever felt. Who's down to sue me for my heart? I'm so scared to even touch myself, cause when I do, I think of you.
Congratulations! You have just stumbled upon your next favorite country band. The Broken Spokes are a beloved Texas traditional country outfit with a name synonymous with country, due to the famous Austin honky tonk. Having focused on live shows as opposed to aspiring for some sort of national attention, the Broken Spokes might just be the best band you've never heard of. They're looking to change that with their new album, Where I Went Wrong, and the country music world in Texas and beyond is taking notice. For the very first time, by recommendation of the one and only Matt Hillier, here is the Broken Spokes with Honky Tonkitis.
Another's memory still haunts you, and you can't get him off your mind. But darling, you won't find the answer in a song, a beer, or glass of wine. Why, oh why, my heart keeps giving to a love that's growing cold. If you don't change your way of living, you'll get honky tonkitis in your soul. It breaks my heart to see you, darling. I know what you are going through. I'd rather see you with another than see you do the things you do. Why, oh why, my heart keeps giving to a love that's growing cold. If you don't change your way of living, you'll get honky tonkitis in your soul. If you don't change your way of living, you'll get honky tonkitis in your soul.
Ah, that's some Broken Spokes here on Tunesday Tuesday. And Kelley Mickwee and her voice are one of the most recognizable talents making music in her home state of Texas at the moment, even if you may not immediately know it. Mickwee has been a mainstay in the Texas-based music scene for years, Currently, as part of Kevin Russell's Shiny Ribs, Shiny Soul Sisters, singing harmony and background vocals at his live shows and recordings, as 1/4 of the acclaimed Americana group The Trishes, with Jamie Lynn Wilson, Savannah Welch, and Liz Foster, and before then as 1/2 of a Memphis, Tennessee-based duo, Jed and Kelley. But sometimes what gets lost in the shuffle of all the well-deserved acclaim for what she adds to other artists' projects is the music she makes in her own right. And oh my God, Kelley is the real frickin' deal in her own right. Here is Everything Beautiful by the one and only Kelley Mickwee.
Dragonflies flurry overhead. The sparrows are sleeping softly in their bed. Summer clouds ghost above the trees, and the breeze is dancing lightly in the leaves. Hummingbirds are waiting on a line, and the rhythm of the flutter is keeping time. Then it hits me out of the blue. Everything that's beautiful is you. Now you hold my heart in your hands, as long as the sky held the moon. And it astounds me how your love surrounds me. And everything that's beautiful is you. Now some may say that when you're gone, you're gone. Now I'm a fool for holding on. I'm taking it with me when I go, 'cause you gave me something I can hold on to. Everything that's beautiful is you. Just like a river flowing through. Everything that's beautiful, everything beautiful, everything that's beautiful is you.
Young Noble, the rapper who was part of Tupac Shakur's hip-hop group Outlaws, has died. He was 47 years old. The rapper, born Rufus Lee Cooper III, reportedly died on Friday morning, July 4th in Atlanta, TMZ reported. Fellow Outlaws alum Idi Amin also shared the news on Instagram. Today I got some of the worst and unexpected news imaginable. My brother and partner for over 30 years is gone, he wrote in the post. Born March 21st, 1978 in Sierra Madre, California, Cooper moved to New Jersey as a kid, where he met fellow Outlaws members Hussein Fatal and Yaki Gaddafi, making his debut on Shakur's 1996 album, The Dawn Killamanati, The 7-Day Theory. Oh my God, that's easier said than done. Recorded under Pac's pseudonym, Machiavelli. Guys, our only tribute this week is for Young Noble, and here is his song featuring Idi Amin, Still Believe. Since it is raining, I'm actually going to restart this real quick.
If my nigga Pac called me from heaven, told me to write a song for him, that's what it would sound like. Who do you believe in? Part 2. You know, faith is believing. Your heart, your mind, your spirit. Might not see it right now, but keep believing. Still not sure what I'm searching for. Still believe, but my heart can't take no more. Talking to God, but is he hearing me? Can you hear me? Still I believe. Still believe. Man, when times get hard, we praying, we searching for some signs from God. I think of the pain, the struggle and the stains that come with the game. I walked through the fire, danced in the flames, trapped in the storm, we stuck in the rain. Say we want to change, but we stuck in our ways. Falling for the trap, stuck in the maze. A lot of real soldiers dead or stuck in the cage. Watching niggas sell their souls, just trying to get paid. The choice was made. I'ma never tell a soul, take this shit to the grave. I hate to say it, but everybody can't be saved. Demon time, you dancing with the devil insane. Out of his mind all the time, tell me who was to blame. All I ever try to do is stay true to the game. Come on. Still not sure what I'm searching for. Still believe, but my heart can't take no more. Talking to God, but is he hearing me? Can you hear me? Still I believe. Still believe. Come on. Who do you believe in? I put my faith in God, blessed and still breathing. Negative energy, I don't need it. I just wanna serve my purpose, still here for a reason. Yeah. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and if it's me against the world, I still gotta believe that I can win no matter what. The way I was raised, it ain't no way that I'm giving up. We hit 'em up. Don't be no rush to live a fast life. We see too many niggas die from a game of dice. Man, it's like we paid the price. Ain't no second chance, there's only one life to get it right. Yeah, you gotta think ahead. Fuck a hater, get your paper, my nigga. Fuck what them niggas said. Every choice, either life or death. Got me walking towards God with a righteous step. Come on. Still not sure what I'm searching for. Still believe, but my heart can't take no more. Talking to God, but is he hearing me? Can you hear me? Still I believe.
I believe.
Come on.
The journey is lovely. We sipping on bubbly. Heaven's above me. I love the way that she touched me. The haters below me. With the devil for show. Just cause you love what I do. Don't mean that you know me. I keep my mind on this money cause that's the closest to freedom. And I believe it's in your circle, man, you know you don't need them. Little homies looking up to me, you know I'ma teach them. Long distance, it don't matter, man, you know I'ma reach them. I blow the smoke up to the sky and I don't even ask why. Never let them suckers see me cry. Live until I die. Spit the pie with my guys. Outlaws on the rise. We gon' get it how we live while they living in them lies. Stood the test of time while the clock keeps ticking. Just lost another soldier, you know we gon' miss him. Better in the heavens, sitting in prison. Had to borrow no flow for this one.
Still not sure what I'm searching for. Still believe, but my heart can't take no more. Talking to God, but is he hearing me? Can you hear me? Still I believe. Still believe. Come on. Yeah, Machiavelli, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. My Gaddafi, I miss him, had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah, Hussein Fatal, I miss him, had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah, Fanny, I miss her, had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah, Big Psych, I miss him, had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. Alligator, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. Eagle Storm, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Greg Brown, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. My grandma Emma, I miss her. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. My grandma Joyce, I miss her. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. My cousin Darren, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. My grandpa Allen, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. My Deli Dale, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. Ram Sammy, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. My Aunt Bernice, I miss her. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. My Butterbean, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. OGTC, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Yeah. Geronimo, I miss him. Had the ballpark flow for this one. Man. Carmelita, I miss her. Had the ballpark flow for this one.
What he said, what he did, how he was, I'm so real.
Still not sure what I'm searching for.
What he said, what he did, how he was, will never be forgotten.
Rest in peace, young noble, and y'all check on your friends. You never know when somebody is going through some stuff, man. Seriously. Since their inception in 2015, Giovannie and the Hired Guns have made a blockbuster career out of wildly defying expectations with a visceral sound that merges alt metal, red dirt country, Latin pop, Americana, and much more. The Stephenville, Texas-based five-piece have ascended from playing local honky-tonks to taking the stage at major festivals and arenas across the country, drawing an ardent crowd ranging from cowboys to metalheads to skate punks. As they continue their colossal rise, a journey that's included scoring a #1 radio hit with their smash single Ramon Ayala and winning the 2023 iHeartRadio Music Award for Best New Artist in Alternative and Rock, Giovannie and the Hired Guns now return with their new album Quitter, a body of work that pushes the boundaries with even more intensity, matching its explosive riffs and unforgettable hooks with the band's most brutally honest songwriting to date. Here is Giovannie and the Hired Guns with I Hate Me Too.
Crazy to take me back, baby. Surprised I fucked it up again. I used to be a better man. At least that's what I tell myself. I will never lie to you. Either way, you know the truth. I'm lost out on this highway to hell. But baby, don't cry. Love hits you hard. I'm just some guy tearing your whole world apart. I'm a loudmouth, a curveball, a fist through the drywall, swearing I was born to lose. I'm toxic, I'm crazy, now take me back, baby. I'll take a fucking bullet for you. Yeah, and I don't blame you if you do. I hate me too. Same old bar, same old smoke. I've been in ways past being broke. Bloodshot eyes and coming home too late. I tried to show you who I was, but your green eyes still fell in love with someone who ain't never gonna change. I'm a loudmouth, a curveball, a fist through the drywall, swearing I was born to lose. I'm toxic, I'm crazy, now take me back, baby. I'll take a fucking bullet for you. Yeah, and I don't blame you curveball, a fist through the drywall. Swearing I was born to lose. I'm toxic, I'm crazy. Now take me back, baby. I'll take a fucking bullet for you. I'm a loudmouth, a curveball, a fist through the drywall. Swearing I was born to lose. I'm toxic, I'm crazy. Now take me back, baby. I'll take a fucking bullet for you. And I don't blame you if you do. Well, I hate me too.
One young female artist from Michigan is about to blow up the pop world in the most genuine and unique way. With a curly bob and an infectious voice, Sin is taking a fresh approach to pop music. Mentored by Katy Perry and recently signed to Unsub Records, in a matter of a couple of years, Sin has gone from recording music on her laptop to being in a room with some of the most talented producers in the pop industry. So how did she do it? How did Sin end up in front of a piano at Katy Perry's home in California? Well, it wasn't an easy journey, but it was a journey that's surrounded doing what you love, not being afraid to make your voice heard, and never giving up on your dream. For the first time here on Tunesday Tuesday, here is Sin with Sweet.
And isn't it so like me to get so close just for them to tell me no? And isn't it so like me to lose a friend and when I'm popping off they're back again? And isn't it so like me to fall in love but there's a catch, a crazy ex? Fantastic. And I got no choice but smile and move past it. Oh, there you go. Noticing my pose, firing low blows. It was easy to write me off, to forget me. But I'm still here, a little cynical. It's a miracle. I'm still so sweet. After all that she did to me, maybe I should be a handful. Baby, I'm a goddamn angel, yet still so sweet. After how you tried to get to me, maybe I sure fell apart. Might have rearranged my heart. I'm still so. And isn't it so like you to take everything from me except accountability? Like the rug out from under my feet made it hard for me to recognize anything. And isn't it just so true and interesting how the things that test me make the best me? Yep. Oh, I was graceful, just straightening my skirt. I was so hurt, left me blue and burned. It was crazy, but I'm still here and lyrical. It's a miracle. I'm still so sweet. After all that she did to me, maybe I should be a handful. Baby, I'm a goddamn angel, yet still so sweet. After how you tried to get to me, maybe I sure fell apart. Might have rearranged my heart. I'm still so. Kicked me to the curb, but you heard 'em doing sweeter than ever. Rearranged my heart, fell apart. I'm still sweeter than ever. Yeah, I'm still so. Thought I'd disappear. I'm still here, doing sweeter than ever. Wish I died on my life, and I'm sweeter than ever. Yeah, I'm still so sweet.
Mesmerizing folk duo Ordinary Elephant has spent the better part of the last decade on a never-ending tour that's earned married couple Crystal and Pete Demore widespread critical acclaim and made fans of luminaries like Tom Paxton and Mary Gauthier. In 2017, the pair took home the International Folk Music Award for Artist of the Year on the strength of their breakout album Before I Go, and 2 years later they returned with the similarly lauded Honest, which the Associated Press hailed as one of the best Americana albums of the year. For the first time here on Tunesday Tuesday, here is Ordinary Elephant with Once Upon a Time.
Tell me that story again, darling. The one where we all end up alright. Tell me that story again, darling. Wasn't it true once upon a time? Wasn't it true once upon a time? I'll keep keeping up with the laundry. You keep keeping up with the car. I guess things aren't really changing here. Sure feels like they are. Sure feels like they are. Got good dogs, we got a good porch. Got eyes to see and we've got a good view. Got ears to hear and we are listening. Truth is not something we can choose. Truth is not something we can choose.
Carll has spent over 2 decades building a reputation as one of Americana's most beloved and consistent voices, not by chasing trends, but by being unflinchingly himself, with a knack for cutting through noise and naming the hard truths with humor, humility, and heart. Carll's songs feel both deeply personal and universally understood. He doesn't aim to preach or persuade, but rather to reflect the world as he sees it and feels it. Flawed, funny, complicated, and worth showing up for. Carll's voice, both literal and lyrical, is warm, weathered, and unmistakably his. He's got a knack for pairing clever turns of phrase with real emotional weight, and for tackling big questions without taking himself too seriously. Whether he's singing about grace, distraction, judgment, or joy, there's always a sense that he's letting us in on something real. His songs resonate because they aren't safe. They're personal, imperfect, and deeply human. And here is Progress of Man, Bitcoin and Cattle, by the one and only Hayes Carll.
Man on the TV keeps making strange faces. Folks flying rockets to faraway places. World's getting turned on by assholes and racists. It's all for the progress of man. There's a woman in Dallas, she goes by Dolores. She bought her a beach house out in the rainforest. The money she picked up from her third divorce, all for the progress of man. It's all for the better, in the wind and the weather, in the ivory tusk, in the alpaca sweaters. It's all for the truth and the big baby Ruth. And are you sure we're really all in this together? There's 68 tuna hanging out in the ocean. The earth doesn't spin if you don't feel the motion. We pop all our pills and we knock back our potions, all for the progress of man. It's all for the better and the birds of a feather, and the hope and the dope and the sex all together. It's all for the stronger, the louder and longer, and the thought that we still think we can. The peace in the east is coming unraveled. There's rust on the tractors and dust in the saddle. We all make big money on Bitcoin and cattle, and it's all for the progress of man. Said it's all for the progress of man.
Though still in the early stages of her blossoming career, 26-year-old vocalist, violinist, and songwriter Emma Campbell who performs under the artist name Emmaline, has accomplished an impressive laundry list of achievements so far. From being featured in top music publications such as Rolling Stone and American Songwriter, to performing as the opening act for 10-time Grammy winner Chaka Khan on her first ever U.S. tour, this Nashville-based independent artist captivates the hearts of all who hear her smoky, jazz-infused, genre-fluid voice. Here is Quite Like Me by Emmaline.
Quite like me. I hope you get a flat on your way to her house. I hope your cute new cat takes a piss on her couch. I hope her high-pitched laugh drives you clinically insane. I hope she leaves you for your best friend on your wedding day. I wish I could say that I wish you well, but all that's left to say is, honey, go to hell. 'Cause you'll never, ever, ever find another girl quite like me. Quite like me. I hope you take her on a picnic and get stung by a bee. I hope you lean in for a kiss with something stuck in your teeth. I hope you trip and fall on your way to her room. I hope she says she has a headache and your balls turn blue. We know it isn't greener on her side of the grass, but she's the one you chose, so honey, kiss my ass. 'Cause you'll never, ever, ever find another girl quite like me. No, you'll never, ever, ever find another girl quite like me. No, you'll never find another girl, baby. No, you'll never find another girl like me.
That was Emmaline. That was Emmaline, and King Vagabond's alt-pop soundscape skillfully balances the friction of opposing forces. The atmosphere of soft, ethereal synths meet the bite of hard-hitting solos, distorted bass, and filtered guitar. Melodic pop-leaning vocals contrast a grungier, saturated production with large, decaying reverberations and granulated textures. Even in lyrics, the past meets the present, as King Vagabond filters the perspective of a contemporary world through literary, mythological, and folklorish illusion. These elements concoct a signature alternative sound in which the inhuman meets the human, the analog meets the digital, and the whimsy meets the powerful. King Vagabond dips their brush in the darker side of pop and the brighter side of electronic, inspiring listeners to dance in ecstasy or scream in triumph. This week's cover song of the week is Take On Me by King Vagabond.
We're talking away. I don't know what to say. I'll say it anyway. Today is another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take it's okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me. I'll be
All right, that was King Vagabond, and now Liv Dot started singing for fun as a child and made her stage debut in her senior year of high school. Since then, Liv Dot has taken on writing and singing as a release from her normal day-to-day. She strives to depict honesty and genuineness in her music, often writing and singing from a very emotionally raw and charged stance. With a Fiona Apple, Shania Twain-like voice, it's almost impossible to define her with any one genre. It is my pleasure to feature for the first time ever on Tunesday Tuesday, my friend, Liv Dot with Right.
You party while I cry and I hide when you get high. You put Arctic monkeys 'cause you just wanna fuck me, right? You drink while I drive and I play the good girl when you're the bad guy. You like to play pretend that I am just your friend, right? Why can't you see what you're doing to me? You're taking advantage 'cause you think I understand it, right? Why can't you be more upfront with me? You're afraid of your feelings, so I'm your dirty secret, right? I sink while you swim and you get mad when I'm with him. You hate to admit it, but just can't seem to quit it, right? You're a contradiction and I'm always bitching, but you're not a tool and I'm just a fool, right? Why can't you see what you're doing to me? You're taking advantage 'cause you think I understand it, right? Why can't you be more upfront with me? You're afraid of your feelings, so I'm your dirty secret, right? I hate you and you hate me, but you always stop me when I try to leave. That look in your eyes will make up for the lies, right? You love me and I love you, babe, I wish that was the truth, but I won't leave you, know you'll be the one to go, right? Why can't you see what you're doing to me? You're taking advantage 'cause you think I understand it, right? Why can't you be more upfront with me? You're afraid of your feelings, so I'm your dirty secret, right?
We have come to the podcast part of the program tonight where I will feature a song from each of my guests from this past weekend. Our first guest and episode number 79's guest, Mr. Robby Johnson, is a Nashville area songwriter and musician. originally from Quebec, Canada. And here is his brand new single, If Barstools Could Cry. Make sure you check out my full in-depth interview with Robby on wherever you watch podcasts. He is episode 79 of the Boston Chris podcast. Here is the latest single.
Heard all the stories that cut through the night, and they've witnessed firsthand love turn into fights. They stand there in line saying nothing at all. They sure damn know why I've been crashing this bar. The band keeps on playing some Jones and some Strait as I keep on knocking your memories away. The sight of you leaving ain't leaving my mind. I'm stuck on you, baby, I'm stuck on rewind. If Barstools could cry, you know that I'm sorry. If Barstools could cry, I wouldn't be so lonely. If Barstools could cry, a river up tonight, I'd sail to your front porch and turn on your lights. If Barstools could cry, you'd still be with me. If Barstools could cry, we'd have a story. If Barstools could cry and feel all that we feel, the tears would have warned me your goodbye was real. And these boots of mine.
Who is one artist you wish the whole world knew
Barstools could cry.
I wish
They were standing right here when you walked out the door. I was too young, too dumb to know you wanted more. More than a weekend, a boyfriend, a night. I thought you'd be waiting for me all my life. If Barstools could cry, you know that I'm sorry. If Barstools could cry, I wouldn't be so lonely. If Barstools could cry, the river up tonight, I'd sail to your front porch and turn on your lights. If Barstools could cry, you'd still be with me. If Barstools could cry, we'd have a story. If Barstools could cry and feel all that we feel, the tears would have warned me your goodbye was real. And these boots of mine would be dry. If Barstools could cry, you know that I'm sorry. If Barstools could cry, you'd still be with me. If Barstools could cry. Oh, if Barstools could cry, you know that I'm sorry. If Barstools could cry, I wouldn't be so lonely. If Barstools could cry, the river up tonight, I'd sail to your front porch and turn on your light. If Barstools could cry, you'd still be with me. If Barstools could cry, we'd have a story. If Barstools could cry and feel all that we feel, the tears would have warned me your goodbye was real. And these boots of mine would be dry. If Barstools could cry.
My second episode of the week featuring iconic songwriter Adam Carroll with his beautiful wife Chris, who I will be seeing live here in about 3 days or 4 days. I'm so excited about it too. But if you want to catch this episode, it is episode 80 of the Boston Chris podcast. This is Adam Carroll with his awesome song Blonde. Or Blondie, rather.
Good. Okay.
So you're gonna play Blondie?
Yeah, you
Got
want
it?
to do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay. He's got papers on his desktop, stacked up in a bunch. Dagwood's worked for decades, never been promoted once. Blondie's got the lunch crowd in a catering cafe. She's tired of making meatloaf. It's time to get away. Hey, Blondie, hey, you're looking pretty good for a girl who's 82. Hey, Blondie, Out of all them high society women, he chose you. Dagwood, get off of the couch and don't you fall asleep so soon. You gotta take her up on the roof, take a look at the moon. Dagwood's not the morning guy, makes the carpool late. Boss man cut vacation back, never gets a break. Fashion cleaner ladies said, I hope you're not upset. Your wife picked up the cleaners, she's afraid you would forget. Hey Blondie, hey, you're looking pretty good for a girl who's 82. Hey Blondie, out of all them high society women, he chose you. Dagwood, get off of the couch and don't you fall asleep so soon. You gotta take her up on the roof, take a look at the moon. Dagwood's not the morning guy, makes the carpool late. Boss man cut vacation back, never gets a break. And the fashion cleaner ladies said, I hope you're not upset. But your wife picked up the cleaners, she's afraid you would forget. Hey Blondie, hey, you're looking pretty good for a girl who's 82. Hey Blondie, out of all them high society women, he chose you. Dagwood, get off of the couch and don't you fall asleep so soon. You gotta take her up on the roof, take a look at the moon. Black and white on work days, how fast the weekend flies. Sunday morning colors help to open up our eyes. She says, I love you, Dagwood. With that love comes trust. Think a little bit of rooftop romance just might do the trick for us. All right. Got trouble on my TV, bad news in my car. I can always count on those two, cause I know just where they are. So I flip on past the real world, spill my coffee on the page. Find that same old couple whose true love doesn't ever change. Hey Blondie, hey, you're looking pretty good for a girl who's 82. Hey Blondie, out of all them high society women, he chose you. Dagwood, get off of the couch and don't you fall asleep so soon. You gotta take her up on the roof, take a look at the moon.
It is time for our Global Artist of the Week, and our Global Artist of the Week is Zoee. Zoe's journey from Tasmania's rugged coastlines to Nashville's vibrant music scene is a story of resilience, heart, and an unshakable love for storytelling. Growing up diving for abalone and crayfish, she once dreamed of being a dirt bike racer, until she found her true calling in a shipping container filled with her parents' vinyl collection. Inspired by the likes of Merle, Loretta, and Kip Moore, she discovered the magic of music. Often likened to Casey Musgraves and Adele, Zoee has captivated fans with her soulful voice, magnetic performances, and raw, evocative songwriting. A multi-award-winning artist, she has topped the Amazon and iTunes country charts, won Song of the Year at the 2021 Women of Country Music Awards, and toured across the U.S., UK, Ireland, and Scandinavia. For the first time ever here on the Tunesday Tuesday show, here is our Global Artist of the Week with I Can't Complain, or is it I Could Complain? It is I Could Complain by Zoee.
states and the current state we're in. Everyone's all loaded up on Adderall, prescription drugs, just trying to get through it. And I'm rising with the sun, I'm rolling with the tide. I may not be where I wanna be, but damn, I'm alive. I could complain that my grass ain't green. I could complain about everything. I could complain about inflation now, the end of the world and the way it's all going down. I could complain, but what's that gonna change? Everyone's got something more they're looking for, and then we'll all be happy. But all they see is the front page and the headlines, but the finer things in life are in the fine print. I could complain that my grass ain't green. I could complain about everything. I could complain about inflation now, the end of the world and the way it's all going down. I could complain, but what's that gonna change? I could complain, but that won't change a thing. I'm not trying to just get by, I'm not trying to just survive. The bigger picture's cool, but it's the little things in life, like rising with the sun and rolling with the tide. And I may not be where I wanna be, but damn it, I'm alive. I could complain that my grass ain't green. I could complain about everything. I could complain about inflation now, the end of the world and the way it's all going down. I could complain, but what's that gonna change? I could complain, but that won't change a thing. I could complain.
That is our global artist of the week, Miss Zoee, with I Could Complain. I have been talking with Zoee about doing a future episode of the podcast as well, so really excited about that. And we have come to our marquee artist of the week. And during baseball season, we are doing a double play of the marquee artist of the week, which means you will get to hear 2 songs from Miss Mary Gauthier today. The first one is called Drag Queens and Limousines.
I hated high school. I prayed it would end. The jocks and their girls, it was their world. I didn't fit in. Mama said, baby, it's the best school money can buy. Be strong, hold your head up. Come on, Mary, try. I stole Mama's car on a Sunday. I left home for good. I moved in with some friends in the city in a bad neighborhood. Charles was a dancer. He loved the ballet.
He's never quit nothing. He wanted me to graduate. My brother and sister both play in the marching band. They tell me they miss me, but I know they don't understand. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And pray that the people you love will catch up with you. Yeah, drag queens and limousines, nuns and blue jeans, dreamers with big dreams, poets and AWOL Marines, actors and barflies, writers with dark eyes, drunks that philosophize. These are my friends.
The second half of our double play from Mary Gauthier is After a Night of Heavy Rain. Here it is. Perfect for all the rain outside tonight.
I hear people singing far away through the fog. There's sparks in the wasteland, strength in the underdog. It's been a long time coming, our tongues were too long tied. They tried to freeze the water, but they could not stop the tide. They organized the music they thought would make us dance. The USA they sold us was a lot like Vichy France. We didn't feel the barbed wire they strung up till we felt the haunted presence in our dreams of Franklin Roosevelt. Nevermore will the fist of tyrants rule us from above, or make us love the things we hate and hate the things we love. Their time is passing quickly, I hear the breaking of the chains. There's nothing like a clear blue sky after a night of heavy rain. Everywhere the seeds are bursting, where they were long concealed, the paralyzed are standing fearless, marching through the fields. The mountains of corruption are crumbling stone by stone, by a million hands that understand, together we're not alone. Nevermore will the fist of tyrants rule us from above, or make us love the things we hate and hate the things we love. Their time is passing quickly, I hear the breaking of the chains. There's nothing like a clear blue sky after a night of heavy rain. Followed by the young, who see a new day coming in the rays of the rising sun. Forever they're reclaiming what rightfully is theirs, as the bells of freedom ring out through the canyons everywhere. Nevermore will the fist of tyrants rule us from above, or make us love the things we hate and hate the things we love. Their time is passing quickly. I hear the breaking of the chains. There's nothing like a clear blue sky after a night of heavy rain.
The one and only Mary Gauthier is our marquee artist of the week with After a Night of Heavy Rain. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this week. What a great show in our rainstorm. And next week for episode 33, we have Thomas Hines coming on the show for the very first time. Really excited about meeting Thomas, talking some music, and hanging out for a few minutes to chat about what he's got going on. I appreciate everybody watching and tuning in tonight. And again, if you're watching or tuning in the future on Spotify or YouTube, hit that like or subscribe button, comment below, and I will catch you guys down the road. Thanks for watching.